tutorial. This one is about everything that happens after the title page. So in this case, we have our great title page. Remember, we set the spacing, we made sure all of the items were available, and we had our page numbers. Well, this title, it's going to go on the first page. So I'm going to put my cursor there and drag my mouse over, and I'm going to copy it. So I can go here to Edit, Copy, because that title needs to be on my first page. So I'm going to paste it here. And then I can hit the Enter key, and now it's on its own line. Well, the first thing I want to do with that title is make sure that I center it. So I'm going to go to Align and Center. So that's starting to look good, but it looks like there's some weird spacing going on here, right? Like what's happening with this space here and that space there? Like, I'm not entirely sure. You may notice that I started writing my paper. I will write about my three goals, but I didn't keep going. I pasted a poem into here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select these items. I'm going to select the body of the paper, and I'm going to go have a look at this. I'm going to go over here to formatting because that's going to be one of our big ones. And I'm going to look first at line and paragraph spacing. Oops, there we go. I have 1.5 instead of double, so that's a good one. I'm going to switch it to double. So that looks a little better, but notice it's still a little wonky there. So I'm going to go back to format, and I'm going to look at that line and paragraph spacing again. It's going to be one of my main places. Notice that these two are different. I have space before paragraph and space after paragraph, but one says add and one says remove. Well, add means that it's not there. I don't have any, and I can add it if I'd like. Remove means it's present. So that means there is space after each paragraph, and I don't want that. So if you're starting with a Word document, it's usually going to start by creating a format like a business letter. And a business letter is going to have space after each paragraph. And so every time you go in, you're going to have to redo that unless you create your template APA document and you copy that document. So you may also find this with numbers. So in my pages for Mac, it's going to show me numbers, and I can set it to 0. I don't want to set it to auto because, again, it could do any number of things, and I want to be in control of that. I'm going to make sure this has add because I don't want it to be there. So add means I could add it if I wanted to. Remove means it's present, and I don't want it present. Look at that. Look at how much changed that quickly. Now it looks nice and tidy. We have an indent right here at the start of each line, and then each paragraph has equal spacing between the lines and between the paragraphs. So now it's looking tidy, and as you can see, it just moves to the next page as needed. So those are some key things that happen in papers, and that's what I want you to be thinking about.